Hey guys, it's Matt Creedon here. Welcome to another episode of Afterbath. This week I want to share something a little unusual, something a friend introduced to me earlier this year that absolutely fascinated me. It's a pair of Tibetan singing bowls known as the Lingam and the Yoni bowls. Now, these aren't your everyday bowls. The Lingam bowl, which represents the masculine, has a little mound in the center, almost like someone's pushed their finger up from underneath. You could say it has a slight phallic vibe going on. Let's just call it what it is. It looks like a tiny penis in the middle of the bowl. Then the Yoni bowl, on the other hand, is the feminine. It's a smaller bowl that sits inside the larger Lingam bowl, and it has a large circular opening at the bottom. When the two bowls are placed together, separated by a donut pillow, you can actually see the Lingam through the whole of the Yoni. If these bowls were going to reproduce and make baby bowls, this is exactly how it would happen. So there's your Tibetan sound bath sex education for the day. But anyway, let's move past anatomy and into the purpose of these bowls, because it's actually quite beautiful. These bowls are designed to help rebalance the masculine and feminine energies within us. And this isn't about gender, it's simply about the two modes that we all carry. The masculine energy is the doing energy, the part of us that gets things done. Plans, pushes, organizes, acts with logic and drive. The feminine energy is the being energy, intuition, receiving, slowing down, allowing things to unfold, connecting with presence rather than productivity. When those two energies are working together, life feels harmonious. When they're out of balance, we feel that friction, that stress, that sense of pushing against the day instead of moving with it. And I know this in my own life. My masculine side absolutely loves to keep busy. I'll do all day long. But if I don't remember to balance it with moments of simply being, everything gets dramatic. I start to feel like I'm racing the clock. But the funny thing is, what clock am I actually racing against? Even if I fail today, there's always tomorrow. This pressure is something I'm creating inside myself. Like I have to constantly achieve to justify my existence, or to be a better provider for my family, or to make sure everything around me is moving forward. But when I let that energy run unchecked, it does the opposite. I burn out, I get frustrated, the tiniest things can set me off. And really, who does that help? Not me, not my family, not anyone within 10 meters of radius of me. One of my favorite moments is when I walk inside after a day in the studio and I see my family relaxing on the couch. It's a reminder, Matt, slow down. Life is meant to be lived, not worked into the ground. And so now I take any tiny moment I can, waiting for the kettle to boil, sitting outside looking at the trees, and bring myself back into my body. I feel my feet on the ground. I take slow, deep breaths. I extend the exhale with a hum, letting the nervous system settle. Sometimes I place my hands on my chest just to feel the rise and fall, to reconnect with the simple miracle of breath, that basic thing we forget about until it's threatened or taken away, that feeling of expansion, of gratitude, of just being alive. And that's why I recorded this 1 hour Lingam and Yoni sound bath, to help rebalance those two energies, the doer and the receiver, the logic and the intuition, the action and the stillness. So Here is a 6-minute preview. Let the sound do the work. Shut your eyes and let's begin. welcome back. Take a moment to slowly return to your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. If you'd like to hear the full 1-hour Ambisonic 3D Lingam and Yoni soundbath, you'll find a link in the show notes. And thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Afterbath. Until next time, take care, be well, and take a little time each day to notice the ever-present stillness beneath everything.